Hey Survivor, welcome to episode 160 of the Vibrant Survivor podcast. This season can be heavy. You may be dealing with court cases, family dynamics, memories, and just expectations, and it can feel like a lot. You don't need to fix the holidays, you just need to get through them intact. So this is a kind of gentler episode. Not going to get into any kind of deep analysis. We're not going to do any heavy lifting. We're just going to talk about some practical ways to support yourself if the holidays feel complicated for you. But first, let's self-regulate with a 4-for-8 breathing exercise, if you'd like. And I invite you to get grounded, plant your feet on the ground if that's accessible to you, ground in your seat, wherever that may be. Maybe give your hands or shoulders a shake, and we'll inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 8. Ready? Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do you notice in your body? Grab your notebook and pen, and let's dig in.
Hey Survivor, welcome to the Vibrant Survivor podcast. Do you want to disconnect from a narcissistic or toxic situation and heal? Are you Googling how to identify a narcissist, narcissistic abuse, and boundaries? Are you feeling stressed and lonely while trying to avoid being sucked back in and lied to again? Hey, I'm Leslie. As a busy wife and mom, I fell for the lies and manipulations of narcissists. I wasted my time, talents, and money on users who kept moving the goalposts. I wanted real relationships and business opportunities and to enjoy life with my family. Instead, I struggled with anxiety, panic attacks, and insomnia, and I couldn't trust my body or anybody until I took a holistic approach to healing. In this podcast, you'll find tips for healthy living, trauma healing, and boundaries so that you'll have the freedom, confidence, and inner peace to respond, not react, after narcissistic abuse. Take a deep breath in, let it out slowly, and just relax. This time's for you.
As a survivor, the holidays hit differently. Trauma lives in the body. The body keeps the score. It's not just a memory. And the holidays can be really triggering. This can come from wounds from your family of origin, grief that you may be experiencing, or absence, or just the pressure to perform, to be happy and joyful. And even good plans can feel like a lot, like really overwhelming. So if you feel more tired, emotional, or just even withdrawn during this time of year, there is nothing wrong with you. Something has happened to you. And your body is trying to do its job and protect you. Here are 5 things that may help you to better navigate this time of year. And this is an invitation, not an assignment or a mandate. You can choose one or choose none. Either way, you are enough and you are doing enough. One is spending time in community, even if it's briefly. I know, people, commitments, situations. It can feel overwhelming, but safe people and safe spaces can help to regulate your body and brain. And community doesn't necessarily mean this huge gathering with tons of people and all of this stimulation. I went to a holiday party with some survivors the other day, and I actually took my mom with me. She had just come into town, and, I introduced her to some of the survivors and let them know that she's a survivor as well. And, they enjoyed meeting and talking with her. And I think, too, to a certain extent, it was kind of inspiring to see somebody older who was also a survivor, because everybody else was significantly younger. So sometimes those kinds of interactions and encounters can really be divine in a lot of ways, very timely. And you never know where inspiration or encouragement may come from. Also, things like taking a walk, sharing a meal, or some other shared moment, that counts for something. That counts as community. And I'm in a group chat with some other community activists, and one of them actually put in the chat, like, hey, it's the holidays. If anybody needs any extra encouragement or just some mental health support, say something. And I just thought that was so cool, because oftentimes when we feel pressure to be there for others, to show up in different ways, and honor various commitments that we have, we can lose ourselves and lose sight of the fact that, hey, we're survivors ourselves and need care. And it's just nice to know that that's honored and held sacred by others, and that there are those opportunities to be able to get together, to be able to share, to be able to let your hair down when and if you need to do so. Connection is very healing without requiring explanation or expectation. 2 is hearing encouraging survivor stories. It's so encouraging and uplifting when you can find hope without the pressure or burden of comparison. And, it's a way, too, to be reminded that healing is possible, and also that there's hope for the future. I had an encouraging conversation with a survivor at this holiday party that I attended, and one of the survivors had asked me, I was sharing about a weekend getaway that I had with my husband, and one of the survivors asked me, well, how did you meet your husband? And at first I felt a little hesitant to share, because I just thought, I know that this is a tough time for a lot of people, and a lot of their trauma may be around toxic relationships or toxic individuals. And, right now, that's not my story. However, I was encouraged to share, and so I did. I shared the story about how I met my husband, and our getaway was actually to San Francisco, where we met and married. And so the smiles and just the looks of encouragement and interest and attentiveness that I got from these 2 survivors who had asked me to share was really encouraging, and really encouraged me to just share more. And at the end of my sharing, one of them even said, you know what, I'm really glad you shared that. It really gives me hope, and really helps me to not focus so much on just the icky aspects of this season, or just even the icky aspects of past relationships or recent relationships, toxic relationships. And I thought, well, good. It really encouraged me. Hello, helpers high. And it's just good to know that other people are going through things, and that regardless of your circumstances, current situation, it's not a comparison thing, that you're not the only one that's navigating the season differently, or maybe having some difficulties during the season. And you may have overcome certain things that other people are currently struggling with, but either way, there's an opportunity to come together, to share, and to find some mutual encouragement in those moments. So choose voices and make choices that calm your body and your brain, and not expose yourself to content that spikes adrenaline. Number 3, creative projects and crafting. Keeping your hands busy and your brain engaged can help to balance your nervous system. And there's no pressure to be perfect or even good or productive per se, but just to let it flow creatively. And that can be really freeing, and you never know what can come out of that. So coloring, journaling, collaging. Hey, we're headed towards the new year, so maybe some vision boarding, or picking a word and setting an intention for the new year. Something as simple as that. Or baking something, and getting creative in the kitchen, or decorating maybe a sacred space where you can practice body-based regulation, and you can meditate or read or pray or do the journaling, or have meaningful conversations. That can be something that really provides a healthy outlet that can really lead to inspiration, encouragement, that can help you to get through the holidays, but also propel you onto just a new path in the new year. So creativity isn't about performance. It can be a form of regulation. Number 4, volunteering with boundaries intact. Having a purpose and being able to make an impact on others and in your community can be really grounding. I was speaking with a survivor this week who is helping at a crisis center, and there are shelters where you can bring donations or volunteer, food drives where you can collect things. My family and I got to do this recently, where we helped to put together a holiday box that was being dropped off and then taken along with others to a reservation in our area. And there were very specific things that we needed to shop for. So we had fun going together as a family, and it was kind of like a treasure hunt in a way, trying to find these items that were on the list that were making up this box. And it was supposed to basically provide enough food to put together a holiday meal. So that was really fun, and we got to bond through that and help each other out, and check the list twice and all that sort of thing. So really good stuff. Just being able to help others, and without overextending yourself, can be a powerful thing. So choose service that speaks to you, that resonates with you, that leaves you feeling grounded, steady, not depleted or drained. Number 5, checking in with others. This could include grabbing coffee or making a phone call, FaceTime or Zoom, even better, where you can actually see the person, even if you can't make it out. A simple invitation, whether it's to a party or to volunteer together, can mean a lot. Or to go to an appointment, maybe go for some pampering, or go on a hike, or just a simple walk in the neighborhood. That can make a huge difference and create an encouraging environment for sharing or just decompressing or just being present. Thinking of you text messages can make a huge difference. You can make someone's day with something just as simple as that, or a WhatsApp message. Maybe you have a friend overseas who's by themselves this holiday season or can't get away or can't get back home. And so just knowing that someone's thinking about them can mean a lot. You don't need to be cheerful in order to be connected. Just show up and connect. So, want to give you some permissions as you navigate the holiday season and look for ways to cultivate community, ground yourself, regulate. Know that you can say no, and that no is a complete sentence. Also, you can leave early. You can put a timestamp on your participation at an event, whether it's a family event, a work event, a community event, whatever it is. That's a boundary, and boundaries are good. You can also skip traditions. Maybe there are certain things that are triggering for you and that you would rather distance yourself from, and that's okay. You can skip those things. Maybe you've made some changes in your life or your lifestyle, and some of the traditions that you grew up with just don't jive with where you are now. That's fine too. You can skip those, and you can do you. And if you're not welcome to do you, then you can remove yourself or not even show up or be present if you know that that's going to be kind of a source of conflict. You don't need that stress. Also, you can grieve and you can still belong. You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to be perfect and polished and put together. You can show up messy. And if you can't, then that's probably a sign or an indicator that, those are not your people, that's not your place. And that's okay too, because you've learned something and you'll be able to pivot and get closer to where you need to be. Remember, peace is not selfish, it's necessary. So let's talk about how to lean into healing this holiday season. Lifestyle. Choose fewer people and safer spaces and fewer places. Keep it simple and keep it safe. Exercise, gentle movement, walks, stretching. Doesn't have to be anything intense. Cannot stress that enough. Listen to your body. Attitude. Staying neutral and just keeping it real is better than forced positivity, because toxic positivity is positively toxic. Nutrition. Nourish your body with real food. Treat yourself well. Enjoy the occasional treat, but really prioritize real foods and hydration so that your body and brain can function at their best. Support your body, and your body will support you. So, in closing, you don't have to love the holidays to move through them with intention and care. You don't have to explain your boundaries to anyone in order to honor them. And you don't have to be alone, even if you are more low-key this year and this season. Remember, connection heals what isolation conceals. Thanks for tuning in, Survivor. I'm glad you're here. Please be gentle with yourself this week and into the new year. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.
If this podcast has helped you understand who and what you're dealing with, sharpen your discernment, and move forward on your healing journey, share it with another survivor. Help me help others by leaving a review for the show. And let's connect on social. Take a screenshot, share it in your IG stories, find and tag me at The Vibrant Survivor, and I'll share your post too. I look forward to connecting with you on IG and seeing you back here. You're not alone and you're not crazy. Know who you're dealing with, know who you are. Take care, and I'll meet you back here next week. Bye-bye.